So feminist movement building for us is a program that was founded in the year 2023, and this was born out of the need for us to be able to reach out to women and to organize them in their own different groups with their own lived-in experiences so that they are able to uplift their own situations. At STADA, we do believe that women are experts of their issues. We don't have to speak for anyone because we are not the voice for the voiceless. Everyone does truly have a voice. And for us is to amplify those voices. And we believe in the power that unity brings. And when women are united, great things happen. So that's how we thought through it before we started it. And it's basically a movement of women who come in together to be able to lift each other up, to be able to encourage each other, to be able to do joint activities with each other with an aim of ensuring that they don't live in silos and think their issues are only unique to them. So they need to be able to interact with other people to understand that I'm not the only widow, I'm not only the only person living with disability, I'm not the only person who is a teen mom, I'm not the only person who is a survivor. And so bringing them together into these groups and then empowering them with information so that they are able to act on their own issues themselves.
I'm Mary Achieng Kisara. I represent this STADA group, widows group here in Nyabondo. I met these women and they were very desperate, and some of them could not even say anything. I had to counsel them and tell them about the STADA. So far, I've seen so many changes on these women. They have known a lot of things. Before that, most of them could even walk on the way, talking by themselves.
And so I came up with the idea from that background of just wanting women to be their own experts, because we are not here to be the heroes. We are here to be able to give them spaces to be able to articulate themselves. And so that was the inspiration behind starting the movement.
This group is specifically for widows. So yeah, I had to walk from home to home to talk to them, explain to them.
Group na winje buo Mary. No ngisa nitie group momluongo ni STADA. No manyowa, no wuoyo kodwa. Nitie group momluongo ni STADA ma nyalo konyo mon liete. Na yudo ka yotna ba yiene. Kalure gi pek manane godo. Nwa romo bwa bet kumoro achiel, bwa winjore. Gi jowetena mamoko, bwa chako group.
And so basically the feminist movement building is an avenue where women can come together and one, engage in group therapy, just sort of involve themselves in discussions that are able to amplify the fact that they are not alone in their journeys, but also that there's also someone else somewhere who they can draw encouragement from, basically. And so the group therapy aspect is a big part of the group.
An nyingaro Sadhiamba Pandu. An Nguono widows bwo STADA. Jaoda notho higa 2007. Noweya gi nyithindo 6. Nyiri 3 gi jowuoyi 3. To chakre nyaka notho, ok asakale ei ber. Awido man ka, kata wido mawinja, kinyalo kale ei pek masabedo kakaleni, kik iwuogi, beda ei pek tichora chora, tibiro donje gi group, to many mana STADA kuma nitiere, ibiro yudo konyruok. Sani awinjo ka ocho nitiere konya, kata awinjo reme iya kae, ta awinjo ka an gi konyruok. Nekech gijiwa gi weche mang'eny.
Iluonga ni Benta Woro Uma. Ane Nguono group kowuok e bwo STADA. Group osekonya chakre no chuo jaoda tho higa 2009 nyaka sani, ne an matek. Ne akale matek, yuchega ne ok winjre koda, samoro kata ka achando gimoro to onge ng'amiya. Koro nabedo piny to asiko kaparora para. na aneno nadhira dhira. Koro kana winjo grubni endi, kane grubni obiro, to grubni endi kana donje iye. To nawinjo ka an maber nikech ne wabedo gi group, wachwecho okapu, wabedo kanyakla kata ka an gi sida to ka bire group kamae ka chokra gi jowetewa to koro awinjo maber. Stress mang'eny koro ok abed godo.
So this group has been working together, and I'm very grateful for them.
We also do a lot of trainings and capacity building, just not the normal trainings where you go to the hotel and you're taught stuff. It's the trainings, the peer learnings within those spaces. And so, for example, if someone knows how to make maths, they are able to transfer that knowledge to everyone else. They're able to make maths, they're able to market and all this, and they're able to get an income as well as an additional skills.
Gimwatime group kaka kanyakla, kane wachako gi okapu mar othith. Nwachwe okapu mar othith boromo ne gin 90 gi gimoro. Mane chako wa tik jomoko ne nitie mane kia, nitie jomoko mane ong'eyo. Koro joma ne kia ka ne puonjo, joma ong'eyo ka ne puonjo joma ne kia. Bang'e kane wariwre kanyakla bo sani wang'e chwe othith waduto wate. Nwachwe othith bo othith nodhi. Nokelonwa gimoro e group ka. Nwadok gimoro e lwetwa. Kila ng'ato nodok gimoro e lwete. Sabun mo nwadok godo e dala.
Through that empowerment, they can manage now to weave plastic baskets by themselves, these palm leaf baskets, that they can help themselves to at least have something on their table by the end of the day.
Sani kata dhako ong'e chweye, kata kichiewe gotieno chweye gi to chung to chweye. Wang' weche wadhi kode mbele. Omiwa nweng'o moro matin.
Nyaka nadonje group, and aneno nadongora nikech na mbele kucho chonde na adhir na kata ka na yudo kata ka ok anya kata keto chai e mesa na madho. But sani nyaka nachak donje group ni, anyalo yudo ka atimo gigena, to ka wariwo gi ma group gi to anyalo yudo chai manya keto nyaka e mesa ma nyithindo chamo.
They also have table banking and these other avenues of bringing their money and pulling their money together so that they're able to do joint projects. But the biggest part of our feminist movement building is the economic empowerment bit, where we believe that when women have money in their pockets, they are stronger and then they are able to stand up to injustices.
I'm Perez Obondo, coordinator of Nguono Widows Group, Nyabondo Nyakach. Courtesy of our Madam Patricia Ludioral, we distributed bags of seeds and fertilizers to Nguono Widows Group. Being that Nyakach is a known area for agricultural practices, we saw as a way of increasing food security to the women of Nguono Widows Group, also to provide source of food for them and their children.
So the main reason why we collected this widows group is to empower them.
Group mar Nguono ni aneno kokonya maber. Oketo obedo gi maendeleo. Ayudo ka anyalo yudo kata ka wachwe okepni to wauso to pesa ma opog mokitiyo godo to mokimiyo wadhi go dala to dhi konyo na nyithindo.
And so gender equality really cannot be achieved if women don't have money in their pockets. And so economic empowerment bit is one of the hugest parts of the work that you do.
Concerning that, we were promised by our director to give them 50,000 shillings. At least they can do something with that money. They were given that money to help them start something that can be beneficial to their group.
So currently we have 7 groups, and these 7 groups, it didn't start with 7 actually. Some dropped out along the way, but we got to have 7 groups get to the 6-month mark. So we agreed internally that we were not going to introduce cash into the project until we were sure that these were women who could do projects themselves without the incentive of the cash. And so even though we knew that the cash was something that you would advance after 6 months, it's something that they were not told, because we wanted to see the groups that we would hold. So out of 20-something groups, we managed to have 7 that crossed the 7-month mark. And so we managed to help them develop business plans, and then they were able to get a cash transfer, which was a donation that we gave them to be able to start some businesses. And so it is so encouraging how much they have grown. So we only got to advance these cash transfers around 2 months ago, and we've had groups that have already traded in the different businesses that they do, and they have been able to expand whatever they are doing. So for example, there's a group that started with purchasing of chairs so that they're able to do events and be able to hire them out. They've gone ahead to now buying plates in addition to the chairs that we started with.
Ranyisi nitie manyalo nyisou e bwo Nguono ni, wan gi kombe sani ni iye ka be wabete, wan gi okapu mege plastic be nitie kar kani, wan gi sende mwasenyiewo e group mar Nguono ni.
So they used that money to purchase plastic chairs. So far, they have purchased 53 plastic chairs. They used that money to purchase 53 chairs, and those chairs have started giving them money.
Group mar Nguono ni kata ka nene to higni 10 mabiro wadhi medo bedo gi maendeleo mang'eny. Nikech aneno ka wasenyiewo kombe, wan gi gik moko mang'eny ma wasetimo e iye, ma koro higni 10 mabiro wadhi medo bedo gi gik mang'eny moloyo mago.
Forward never! Backward never! And so we've seen a lot of growth. But besides that, for us, like, it's the growth that happens internally. And so to see the confidence of these women build up, to see them smile again, because when we were starting these groups, when we had our initial meetings, people would just cry the entire meeting because some of their stories were really heartbreaking.
An gi lokruok maendeleo be wan godo, ma higni 10 mabiro go wadhi bedo gi maendeleo mang'eny molo kanyo.
Because we love it when women talk, and it's nice to see women who used to close up begin to talk again and begin to breathe again. And so for us, that's one of the biggest impacts that we have seen since we started.
I'm very happy for them because every little amount they get, they put it into consideration and they use it appropriately.
And to see them lift themselves from that situation and be able to smile again and to live again and to know that there is still hope is something that is huge for us. And the impact that we have achieved, as much as we can see now money moving into their pockets and them encouraging each other to start businesses and all these things, as our biggest achievement is the fact that we have impacted women to be able to believe again.
Joga gi osemiya tich mayot. Nikech wach moro amora kobire ka ng'isogi to wadonje mapiyo to watimo gima obirono.
Because I think it starts with the mind, and that mind is everything that you want to shift. The way they think, the way they reason, the way they view life, the way they view themselves, the way they look at the world. And we can see increasingly that has changed, and women are able to articulate themselves better.
So I can say that their journey has been so good and wonderful, and I'm praying that if they continue like that, they will go far.
And so the future for feminist movement building is very bright. I can see women who will go out to do great things. But wider is we want feminist movement building to grow into other spaces so that we can have a group of women who will be able to move the issues of gender equality forward.
ya wani jo kawido. Wadonjo. Wan langi ludi. Wadonjo. Wan